What a week in Otter Creek.
Actually, most of this week was in Ohio court, but
Reliving Ohio court, coming to you live from anywhere on the planet.
anywhere
Planet.
except we're in Otter Creek.
We are in Otter Creek this week. Happy Sunday fun day, everyone. Welcome back to our weekly live stream where we get to hang out with you live. If you're joining us real time, we get to hang out with you and read your comments in the live chat. And Jeremy usually likes to start the live off with a song. Happy Easter, by the way.
What should I say?
Whatever your heart desires.
Well, we moved into a
no.
town with
I think you should sing another
no
song.
one around.
I think you should switch it up and sing a different
all to
song.
get away from the snow.
Pump your brakes. I think you should sing a different song. And I know you could read my mind. Because you like to finish my sentences.
Happy birthday to Conky.
Don't forget Steve, too.
And Steve. Yep,
Yeah.
It was Steve's birthday.
Yeah.
Right now, everybody's thinking, who in the world is Steve? We'll get to that. It was Conky's birthday this week. It was my birthday this week. It was Steve's birthday this week. It's a lot of people's birthday this week. Happy birthday to
you.
me, Conky,
To
and Steve.
Jeremy.
Happy birthday to me, Conky, and Steve. Happy birthday,
Dear
me,
Jeremy.
Conky, and Steve.
Can we say Happy Easter? Can we throw that in there, too?
We're getting to that next.
Okay.
Happy birthday to me, Conky, and Steve. Wow. I'm one more year closer to 50.
Thanks, Helen.
One more year closer to 50. I can't believe it.
That's crazy.
No,
That sounds so
crazy
weird.
is what our neighbors are across the
That's
the
odd.
street.
That's odd to hear. That
Odd
you're 1 year closer to
this
hitting 50.
Creek area. Happy Easter to you. Wait. Easter? Happy Easter to all you Seasters.
Thanks, Max.
Happy Easter to all you Seasters.
Thanks, Rich.
Happy Easter to all you Seasters.
Thanks, Judy.
Happy Easter to you Seasters.
Thanks, Brunel. Thanks, Sherry. Thanks, Debbie.
Easters.
Give it up for the birthday boy, Jeremy.
Woo! That was a long note. Not as long as my driveway. Not any of my 4 driveways on the 70 acres.
I do have a little something for you.
Okay, well, here.
So-
Trust me, I got a little something. I got a big something for you.
I'm going to take this away.
It's a brand new
Car.
No, driveway. We've been falsely accused.
It can't be new if it's already been there for decades.
Yeah, that's true. It can't be new if it's already been there for decades. That's true as well.
And the culvert has been there for decades.
And the culvert has been there for decades. That's true as well. Yeah, it can't be new just because a judge won't let me access my own property illegally. That's true.
It's not makeshift like
It's definitely not makeshift. Now, I've seen some fences that are claiming to be fences in Otter Creek that are beyond makeshift. To be honest, are a little odd. And I do not use that term nearly enough for this place. But I promise you that would it be okay if it was a short driveway? Or are you so accustomed to long driveways now that a short driveway would just never do it for you?
Well,
we could widen the driveway.
We could.
What is this?
We could. Happy birthday to you.
I could have swore
Louder!
I could have swore we
Happy
literally just sang
birthday
this. You just made me play this.
Louder! Happy birthday,
Those
dear
Oreos.
Jeremy
Oh my
and
goodness.
Steve.
And
Conky.
Ow! I burnt
and
myself
Easters.
on the
Happy
candle.
birthday
Trying to get a cookie.
to you.
I literally burnt myself trying to get a cookie.
Why would you try and get a cookie while I was in the middle of singing to you? Now you're going to burn your nose hairs. How are you going to blow the candle with an Oreo in your mouth?
That was the most important thing, was the Oreo, I gotta say.
Shout out to Mary and Steve. They actually brought this cake for Jeremy. Look at him. He's like a kid, like a smash cake.
Mary and Steve. Oh my goodness. That's good cake. That's really good cake.
Who needs a smash cake at 1 year old? You can have it at any year old.
That is a good cake.
Can you blow out the candle so I can show everyone?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to tilt it and then the...
Can I get one more bite?
Sure. Awkward.
Wow. That is...
Ooh.
That is some good cake.
How about I cut you a slice and you can eat it like an adult?
Honestly, I think I've had enough for right now. I think I'm okay. I mean, I could go after that other corner, but
how about I just cut you a slice, like an adult? We know that you're a kid at heart.
I have not been an adult since 2008. I refuse to grow up. Oh, by the way, refusing to grow up doesn't mean that you handle things immaturely. It means you still have.
You're a kid at heart.
You're a kid at heart. And you love toys.
You appreciate humor.
Oh, I do love humor. There's no doubt about that.
You appreciate sarcasm, which a lot of people don't understand.
Wow, that was...
You appreciate satire. You appreciate...
I can't wait to eat that out of my whiskers tomorrow.
Oh, it's marble cake.
It's marble. It's really good. It's delicious. It's really, really good. As still being a kid, boy, did I ever have fun. I went to Ohio's largest toy show with all of my buddies. And then, okay, so yesterday was my 47th birthday.
Which a lot of people thought your birthday was on the 11th.
Which I still don't understand why.
Because
but
I think it was because of something you said in a video.
We did a video, and I said, as of today, right now, I'm 46. And,
and
they're like, oh, happy birthday. I'm like, it's not my birthday. I'm 46. That day, as we're filming, I'm 46. Not my birthday. But yesterday indeed was my birthday. And one of the things that I've had planned for about 6 months now, no, it would be 5 months. So one of the things I had planned for 5 months was going to Ohio's largest toy show. And thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it. And going with my buddies. And I'm so fortunate. I truly am. I'm very, very fortunate and very, very lucky to have such good friends in Florida, but also in Ohio. And so I talked to my buddies, and we headed up. Well, actually, we headed down. We did a little bit of carpooling, and we went down to the Ohio Toy Show, and myself, Conky.
Wait, I want to give the viewers at home my first bite of my cake.
Yeah,
you guys want a bite?
That's polite. You should do that.
Here you go. You guys get my first bite.
It's really good. And so I met up with Conky, and I thought Noreen would be coming with us, but it was me, Conky, and Rob.
Well, it was the fellas trip.
It was Noreen
met up with you guys later.
Noreen's usually with us anyway. She cracks better jokes. And so
maybe she would have came if I was there.
And then I thought Rob was going to bring his invisible son, which very well, I mean, he could have brought him.
Thanks, Mariana.
And I never
Thanks,
saw
Violet.
him. So that could have happened too. But me, Conky, and Rob, we drove down a 3-hour trip, and we did not get lost at sea or on an island. But we saw some of the coolest toys, hours and hours and hours of toys. And then Guapo drove down, met up with us, and he was late, like 3 hours late, 4 hours late, as usual.
I mean, there's no surprise there.
And so we got some of the coolest stuff ever. Literally saw some of the coolest toys from every decade, every era. Conky's going crazy.
I saw an alien. Was it an alien?
Well, that would have been a gremlin.
Gremlin.
There is a gremlin. There is a gremlin now. Rob was going crazy over Batman stuff. Conky's like, I grew up with that. I had that toy. Oh, man, I haven't seen one of these since '08. And
bringing back childhood memories.
oh, my goodness. And we saw some of the coolest stuff, and we got to get some of the coolest stuff. And there were some really good deals, too. There really were. There were some really good deals.
When Jeremy and I went in the fall, one of the vendors that we met, really nice guy, he told us, you have to come back in the spring. There's more vendors and there's better deals. And it was a date easy to remember because it fell on his birthday. And so when he asked me, can I go? I'm like, yes, absolutely. It's your birthday. Go hang out with your friends and go to the toy show. And I'm not usually into toy shows and things of that nature. People come in dressed
Cosplay.
up like their favorite character, and they wear costumes, and they get all stinky and sweaty and smelly.
I saw some linettes and some crooks there.
And so it's not my thing, but I was actually impressed with this particular toy show because there was so much when we went in the fall, and I knew it would be double the fun for him on his birthday in the spring. And so it's probably going to be something that he'll start going to every year.
Well, the guys are already making plans. So they're like, all right, in the fall, we're doing
As
this.
vendors
we're doing
or
this.
buyers? Both. The vendors do go around and they buy from each other. So we did learn that. And I think you found the one toy that you've been looking for years, right?
A sector in the box? Which one?
Something in a box.
I don't buy it if it's not in a box.
It was featured in the video that you and I did together, and we found 3 of them outside of the box.
Oh, My Pet Monster?
Yeah.
I got a Funko Pop My Pet Monster. I didn't get a My Pet Monster in the box, although one was there, and I heard it was sold for $900, which is way, way out of my price range.
Wow.
But there was some Madball stickers
Christine.
that I got for $8, which was right at what my allowance was that George sent me with. She's like, you can spend $8.
Can you imagine spending $900 on a pet pillow?
No.
Monster toy pet. It's like a pillow almost, right?
Kind of stuffed animal pillow action.
Thank you, Dawn.
I mean, it's kind of dual purpose, kind of like the Transformer Ecto 1 for the Ghostbusters. I mean, there's a lot of dual purpose there. So, but the guys and I had a ton of fun. I think I was worried going down because I told Rob and Conky and Guapo, I'm like, listen, there's going to be so many people. There's going to be so many toys. Like, you could spend all weekend there, but it's one day. They don't do it. And I'm worried, like, these are guys that have seen a lot of things in storage units, treasure hunting.
Jen.
We've seen a lot of stuff. And the guys, I think they were impressed because they're already going, all right, we're getting hotel rooms this fall. We're getting booze. We're going to be there Friday night. We're going to scope out everything.
And that's what you originally wanted
And
to
that's
do.
what I originally wanted
But
to do.
instead you carpooled, which was probably much more fun.
So I was going to go down Friday night, and then Conky and Rob were like, let's carpool. Let's, no sense in us all driving separate. I'm like, all right, cool. Meet at my place, Hale's headquarters. And the cool thing was afterwards, this was such a quick trip, okay? So if I look exhausted, it's because I am.
Thanks, Christine.
I'm on 3 days, little sleep, and very, very early morning. So
when you travel, too, it takes a lot out of
getting
you.
a flight to Ohio because of spring break, like the only flights that were still available were the red eyes. And then we got up early to go to the toy show. And then this morning I had to get up so ridiculously early. And I was telling George, I was like, I was in the shower and I couldn't even open my eyes. I'm on day 3 of so little sleep. And I'm in the shower like this. I couldn't even open my eyes. And I had to drive myself.
Is that called sleep showering?
It was sleep showering.
Instead of sleepwalking, you're sleep showering?
I drove myself because there's no way I could get an Uber that early in the morning.
Thanks, Danielle.
And then Christian and Patience are going to pick up Ramsey's tomorrow at the airport parking lot. But
thanks, Pokemon.
Oh, I got Pokemon cards yesterday as well.
They have Pokemon?
Yeah, we bought them the first time, and the
Is
same
this
guy.
new?
No, we bought them the first time last fall, and the same guy was there, and he found one more box, and he's like, I was hoping you were going to be here. and I'm like, all right, I'm buying them. You know I'm buying them.
He remembered you.
Yes.
Thanks, Adam. How many fans would you say recognized you and wanted a selfie?
Way more this time. Like, there's a ton of people I'm supposed to tell you hi from. McGraw's is one of them, which I'm sure they are in the chat right now.
Thank you, Redneck
So
Treasure.
the McGraw's, I'm shocked that Adventures with the Hudsons weren't actually there, because that's close to where they live. So
yeah, but I don't know if
fun.
they're into toys.
They're into treasure hunting.
They are. I'm sure they would have came if you sent out an invite.
It was crazy
Because they probably
fun.
had no idea that you were going to be there.
And then we're driving back, and Conky's like, where are we going to do our live? And I was like, well, why don't you just do the
Mayor
live?
Dan's house.
I was like, well, so I asked the guys, I'm like, do you want to stop and eat, or do you want to drive through, and do you want to go eat at a restaurant? They're like, let's just drive through. And I was like, all right, let's drive through. And I'm like, hey, I got an idea. Why don't we meet up with Mayor Dan as well? Because I was supposed to meet up with Mayor Dan the last 2 weekends ago when I was there, and everything was so crazy hectic and scheduled that I couldn't meet up with Mayor Dan. And so I was like, well, you guys want to meet up with Mayor Dan? They're like, yeah. And then Conky's like, you think Mayor Dan will come on my live stream? And I was like, I'm pretty sure Mayor Dan will. And so then we went back, had dinner, which was awesome fun, and then went back to Hale's headquarters, did Conky's live stream with Mayor Dan, which was awesome fun. And the takeaway from this, thank you so much, guys. There's your man, Legal Vices. By the way, Legal Vices, you are George's favorite. I just want you to know.
Oh, Adventures with the Hudsons is in the chat. Thank you, Jeff.
She's in love with you,
He
Legal
says,
Vices.
happy birthday and happy Easter.
George is in love with you, Legal Vices, and okay, that was a little bit of an exaggeration, but she loves
I said
watching,
I love watching him and his commentary towards the judge.
Because we like
I
humor.
love
we
the
love
commentary that you have towards the judge.
As horrible as the judge is, as horrible as Lynette and Crook
Thank you, Marie.
we still love humor involved in all of it. But
send us an email, Marie.
The coolest thing was being back home, Hale's headquarters. Like, the pressure just immediately feels like 500 pounds is off your shoulders. It's peaceful. It's tranquil.
You have some frosting in your nose hole.
Well, lick it.
It's in this nose hole.
Oh, please don't act like you ain't licked frosting out of my nose before. Now,
don't even start the rumors. I've never licked frosting out of his nose hole.
Sounding like Noreen with whipped cream and
I may
Conky.
have stuck a finger up there to get a floater, but I've never put my tongue in your nose hole.
But it was so great being back at Hale's headquarters. And it's great being back in Florida in Otter Creek as well. Was it snowing? Not this time. And being home, which this is home as well. I don't want anybody to ever think, please don't ever take me out of context.
The Hudsons are in Kentucky.
Well, that would be why they were not at the toy show.
They're in Tennessee.
And
Legally
so,
Live, thank you. She says, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much. And so, being there is just a weight off my shoulders, so peaceful, so tranquil, and surrounded by nature, which we are here as well. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I love both locations. I do. I love the nature in both locations. They're so diverse and they're so different. And it's just a very peaceful thing. But the best part is, I have a mayor in a village of 650 people who's like, let's hang out, man, let's have fun, versus a Russ the Sus who's here, right?
That makes this face all the time.
Who always looks like he's smelling his own farts. And so I love going home to our village where we've lived for 2 years and we've had no issues whatsoever. And even though Mayor Dan has invited us to film the town hall meetings, we refuse. We don't want to be a part of it. But we do want to be a part
Happy
of
birthday to your daughter.
Helping our village and helping our village take care of the people in the village. And we'll do whatever we can. And that's the same way we feel here in Otter Creek. But I love going home to open arms and friends and going and goofing off. And
thank you, Sadie's mom.
We're all, I mean, the reality is this. Obviously, Conky is quite a bit older than me, but has way, way better hair than me. And Rob is the same age as me, and Guapo is much younger than me. And then you throw Noreen in the mix as well, and she takes all of our inappropriate jokes, and I swear she takes them up to level 10. We're like at level 5. She's like, I'll see your 5 and I'll up you by 5. And she...
When her laugh is contagious as well.
Oh my goodness. And
like when I first met her, she started laughing. I was like, I'm going to get along with her because I loved her laugh.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the best part is just going home and being surrounded by friends and then going out and it sounds so silly. You're like, Jeremy, you're 47 and you're going to toy shows? Yeah. I swear, I am a 10-year-old trapped in a 47-year-old body. Now, don't get me wrong. You will see business, Jeremy, and I will take care of business when business needs to be taken care of. But that's not what I like to do in life. I like to laugh. I like to have fun. If people are stealing from me, you have to understand, people can steal physical items from you, and people can steal non-tangible or non-physical items from you, such as music, such as videos, such as a written word, and it can go on and on and on. So when people steal from me, I have a major issue with that, especially when it's intellectual property. Major issue with that. When they're told, do not use my videos, intellectual copyright laws trump anything else out there. I don't like it when that happens. I don't like it when they steal and lie from me. But that's not what I'm dealing with when I go home in Ohio. I had so much ridiculous fun. And we're playing with toys and talking about our memories and
childhood memories.
Yeah, childhood memories, hearing Conky's stories, hearing Rob's stories, and then going out with Mayor Dan, hearing Mayor Dan's stories, and then we met up with Noreen as well, and we just all had a ton of fun. We really did. And by the way, Legally Live, I see what listen, if you have permission, there's no problem. So here, I've Legally Live, just since you're there, and I know a lot of LawTube is there. Let me clarify something with LawTube, okay? Here's my observations on LawTube, and with being full-time YouTubers for quite some time, we've got this kind of figured out, okay? And so I'm not saying we have everything figured out, but 99.9999999% of the time, where other YouTubers are using what they're saying, oh no, this is fair use. It falls under fair use. It does not. It almost never does. Not with LawTube, not with anybody on YouTube, which the best thing you could ever do to grow your YouTube channel is create your own content. That's the best thing you can ever do to grow your channel is create your own content. Now, copyright infringement or intellectual property law is so strong, you steal it, you're screwed. When you have permission, such as Legally Live does, Legally Live has permission, and Legal Vices has permission, and Megan Fox has permission, and DUI Guy has permission. When you have permission, it's not theft.
Don't forget that.
And so Legally Live, you don't have to worry about all of that. You don't have to worry about any of that. You're not stealing. You have permission. And so, but that's a side caveat of all the fun that we had. But it really does take us into legal things as well, because we had quite a week in court. Although,
oh my goodness,
it was
how many lies and interruptions did you guys count watching the Ohio court? Which a lot of you were confused and thought it happened real time, which it didn't.
Happened January 10th.
Was the contempt of court?
Contempt of court was January 10th.
When we got our permanent civil stalking
that was October.
That was in October of 2023.
Which all the dates are written on all of the videos, and people are still confused. And we get it, you're still confused. But Debbie Vaughn said 13 million. So
how many times did the judge have to warn her and remind her to stop talking, stop interrupting,
oh my goodness,
stop making commentary? Most judges would put someone else in contempt of court, and she was being, not only was she being professional and stern, she was also being overly gracious.
Yeah,
how many reminders does someone need?
I think she's absolutely incredible. She's an incredible judge, but yeah, I agree. She's overly gracious at the same time, but she was very unbiased. Yes. And very impartial.
She put you in your place when you interrupted.
I needed to be put in my place, and she did not hesitate to put me in my place at all.
A couple times she said, just answer yes or no. And there was times when I got called as a witness, she even said, just answer yes or no. and wasn't. She was just.
She
strict.
will put everybody in their place. It is a very orderly courtroom,
which is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's the way it should be. And,
thank you, Michael.
And she was incredible. Now, the other thing that's incredible is how many times these two actually incriminated themselves. Insane how many times they incriminate themselves. Now, I have to ask the chat, okay? Right now, it looks like there's 13,163 watching. What was your favorite moment in this week of court videos? Like, for me, this is just me, but
Jack's
for me...
mom, thank you.
For me, isn't it true?
The coyote attacking the dogs, like Jack's mom said. Where was the
Oh
child?
my goodness, the coyote attacking the dogs. Where's the child?
It's like she was waiting outside listening
She
for them to
absolutely
take
was.
a break, and then literally as soon as you guys took a break,
she was
announced
inside.
the coyotes.
We saw her on camera
slide
the paper on camera to Crook. So,
and this was around the time the judge said, did I hear a woman whispering? And then he lies and says no.
And she,
as you see her hand in the
You're
camera.
right in the camera. But the judge didn't see the hand in the camera because the judge is writing everything.
And then
I'm looking at them and I'm seeing everything.
You hear John when she's up and she goes, "Ma'am, who are you talking to? Is there someone in the room?" She goes, "Nobody." Another lie because
Complete
you could hear
and total
John
lie.
talking.
I mean, these two
you see her shooing him away.
These two have incriminated themselves so much. My all-time favorite is all right, well, you told Mr. Hales to suck your quack. And he goes, "I didn't say that to him. I said it to Michelle." And which, by the way, those who are confused.
And the child where is the child listening to all this? Because she needs to be with them 24/7.
Most of the time, the child has been in all these court hearings where all these vile things that Crook has said and done and Lynette has said and done. She's hearing all of it, which is completely inappropriate.
Very.
But if you could have been in that courtroom, I swear I wish you all could have been in that courtroom. Unfortunately, Ohio did not video record. They only audio record. And Crook says, "I said it to Michelle." Now, first of all, you have to understand that Lynette claims that she has always, since birth, gone by the name Michelle. That is another lie. She's gone by Lacey.
Funny,
because
her children only know her as
her children
stage name.
Don't even know her by the name Michelle.
The name that she gave herself, Lacey.
So she named herself Lacey. She went by Lacey. That was her stripper stage name. And so she's lying in court saying, that's always been my name. Okay?
Isn't it not true?
I don't know how to answer that. Isn't it not? That's a double negative.
Francis.
Isn't it not? So
they're all saying, a lot of people are saying their favorite was the actual judge.
The judge was amazing. But when Crook says, "I said that to Michelle," and my lawyer goes, "Okay, so you're saying you told your ex-wife to suck your quack?" And he goes, "Yeah!"
Yeah, I
and
said it.
The judge looks at me, the lawyer looks at me, and all three of us are going, like, we cannot believe what he just said. We can't believe it. If you could have seen it on camera, oh my goodness, I wish you could have seen it on camera. The judge looking at me going,
Thanks, Tracy.
"Is this
Didn't the
real?"
judge say no? She said no or
She's
something.
like, "Is this even real?" And I'm going, "Yep." My look says everything to the judge. That's how pathetic. That's how horrific. That's how horrible these two are.
Smith and Stein said, "My favorite moment was you getting a fair trial in Ohio."
Oh,
the judge.
Yeah, extremely.
And so if you remember, Lynette said that we fraudulently got the CSPO on her.
She said she never had a chance, never had a chance to even defend herself, never had a chance to talk.
The judge
she
pretty
was
much
told
her
to shut up.
Yeah,
remember in Florida court, she told Judge DeThomasis, the judge told her to shut up.
Urban Interface, right?
She had no chance, which is now more perjury.
Right, which is a
all
lie.
being
you
pursued.
Guys heard her.
Every lie is being pursued
She
in
wouldn't
court.
stop talking. She kept talking. It went over. The courts closed at 4. You remember the judge saying, "My time."
Marilyn Raby. Remember when life was so much simpler, crawling through windows, using creek water to flush the toilet? Yes, I do.
The judge said, "Time is at an essence. My day ends at 4." The court hearing went on until 4:45 because the judge allowed her to keep talking. And keep talking.
And my lawyer never once said, I can have this wrapped up in 15 minutes, even though he probably could have.
And cross-examined, which, remember, the Florida judge assumed she didn't know what cross-examination was, but she had a list of questions prepared.
Remember, she's already cross-examined in Ohio before she goes into Florida court. You've seen Florida court first, and Thomas is saying she doesn't even know what cross-examination is.
He assumed
she's
that
already
she
cross-examined me and George. So the insanity. I mean, the things that come out of their mouths.
And every piece of evidence that was shown in the Ohio court, both her and Crook, Lynette and Crook, knew exactly what they were, where they came from, and then admitted to most of them. They admitted to most of them, or try to blame it on someone else.
Or Lynette showing my videos that prove she's guilty. And she says, I want to use this video. And no, that video's edited. And then she goes on YouTube.
And says,
What
well,
the
my
Hales,
video of his isn't going to be edited.
And then goes on What the Hale's YouTube channel to pull up my video. How stupid can you be?
Yeah, sister.
Oh, my
But we got
goodness.
it fraudulently.
How dumb can you be? How freaking dumb. Oh, my goodness. By the way, she's posting... More videos are out there. I know you guys are sending us copies of the video. More videos are out there, and they just further incriminate. And to that, we say, thank you. Thank you to all of those who are sending us the videos that further incriminate them. It will all be used in federal court. All of it. I mean,
I can't believe it. Like, after watching, I think the timing with the release of the videos helps. You see the Ohio hearings, you see her deposition, and then we go back in time and show the Ohio, because she keeps claiming that it was fraudulently, and we got it fraudulently, and that we made it up, even though her and Kirk admitted to them and knew exactly what they were.
Oh, the best part? When my lawyer is pulling up a video and Crook's saying, no,
That's
I'm
the
not
wrong
guilty.
Video.
And Crook goes, that's the wrong video. Oh, how stupid can you be incriminating yourself? Oh, my goodness, I can't wait for federal court. I cannot wait for their depositions.
I encourage you guys, if you're new to the channel, I encourage you guys to go back and rewatch, because every time you rewatch, you pick up on something else, and then you pick up little pieces, and you pick up like little nuggets, and then you put two and two together, and then you're just like, wow, I can't believe they just blatantly lied about that.
And nobody's held them accountable before. They are being held accountable in federal court. They are being held accountable. And
thank you, Teresa.
I know some of you are already going, hey, wait, didn't they file a motion in federal court to have it dismissed? Yes, and we're going to cover that this week. And
they can file whatever
you want. You can file whatever you want. It doesn't mean you're going to get it. I mean, look at how much I filed in Florida court. What did I get? Nothing.
Look how many motions she filed in the Florida court as well, and the Florida judge denied them.
Just
Violet says, I'm calling the sheriff. Oh, that was her favorite part, when she called the
oh
Levy
my
County
goodness.
Sheriff.
She's
in
in
the
court.
middle of court.
Calling the Levy
Thank
County
you,
Sheriff.
Violet.
I need Beecham right now.
Thank you, Helen.
Get Beecham on the phone now.
Who does that? Who does that?
How insane.
I'm curious to know if any of you, because I know a lot of you watch court cases at home, if you have seen someone else in court, in the middle of court, threaten to call their county sheriff or the police in the middle of a court hearing.
It's insanity.
I want links if it exists, because
now,
I've never heard of such a thing.
We also know that there are those that are out there that would claim that they support Lynette and Crook.
And even after watching the deposition and the Ohio courts, they still support them.
And to that we say, please, by all means, move them onto your property. If you truly are going to support them, if you truly think they're in the right, then live it out. Move them onto your property and have them live with you. Do Otter Creek all a favor. Pay for them to move into a shed next to you.
The sad part is the ones that do support her would never volunteer their time to go help on the property, to clean the property.
True. That's
or
true.
even volunteer their time to help on the rescue and to clean the water bowls and to feed the animals. Most of them won't even donate their money towards them.
That's true.
I think a lot of them pretend to support so they can just hate on you.
Well,
at the
I
end
mean,
of the day.
most of the hate that we get is when somebody actually steals from us, lies to us, misuses something, or we don't talk to them, we don't acknowledge your chat. People get mad because we don't acknowledge that they type something in the live chat, as if we are some kind of robot that can actually read everything.
It's physically impossible to acknowledge every single one.
But George,
we apologize. I wish I could, but if you guys are reading the chat, you see how quickly it's moving. There's no way I can acknowledge everyone. We would just be here. The entire live would be just saying hello to everyone.
don't worry, this is fair use. Just careful, because Judge Thomas says he be watching us. He be watching us. So, but that's fair use. So don't worry about that. We know fair use laws and we know intellectual property laws because we've been down this road a lot, and we have to keep lawyers on retainer for intellectual property. And YouTube is a fickle beast where I don't know why it is, but a lot of YouTube creators, they think that they're going to grow by doing inappropriate things, and you will never grow doing inappropriate things. You will destroy your channel and destroy yourself. And so, yeah.
Some of them got to learn the hard way.
yeah, well, they're learning. I think What You Doing Willis is in the chat. Looks like Travis and Willis are in the chat.
Yeah.
Boy, putting in that new makeshift driveway, Willis. Here I am in Ohio, and I'm hearing about
Was the culvert makeshift too?
Apparently, I mean, even if it's been there for decades, I guess, I don't know. Go figure. I perjured my... really? He's perjuring himself. According to Crook in court, I'm sitting there going, oh my goodness, I can't believe it.
After he just admitted to everything.
So I know one of the questions you have
objecting to everything.
Why show Ohio court now? And the question is a good question. I actually went back to the Ohio courts, number one, to file contempt of court on Lynette and Crook being at town hall for an hour and a half, over an hour and a half.
Thank you, Virginia.
And so that is in the process. And then number two, I went to get all the hearings from Ohio because all of those hearings are being used in their 2-day. Both Lynette will have a 2-day deposition in the courts in Gainesville with a judge right next to her.
They have to be picked up in person, by the way.
And then we are not doing Zoom. We're not doing it on the property. It will be in court. If she gets out of line, contempt, boom, jail. And Crook will be the same. And all of the Ohio courts, all of that, everything. As you heard the judge say, are you sure you want to give testimony? I mean, she's telling them, Jeremy's going to use this against you in court. And they go, yeah. And so everything under oath is being used in federal court against them. That's why the timing, because 2 weeks ago when I went home to Ohio, I picked that up, filed contempt of court. And so they'll have that Ohio hearing. They also have the federal court hearing.
Marie.
They will both have 2-day full depositions, 2 full days per person. That'll be 4 solid days in Gainesville next to a judge. If they get out of line at all, it's immediate contempt, jail. And so... all of everything. I mean, remember, I can't stress this enough. This is what Lynette wanted. When we announced on September 3rd,
Yes, it was
that
during a live stream on
our live
3rd.
stream, we announced on September 3rd, we secured a lawyer. We are getting a civil protection order in Ohio. And then days after, she ran to the courts to try and get an injunction here in Florida. She was denied.
She posted paperwork online, and it was dated 9/8. So that's 5 days later.
George, according to her, she never posted anything. Look, Judge, I'll show you my Facebook page right now.
Just because
all the deputies have been through my phone.
Just because she deleted it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. The screenshots last
forever.
Archives last forever.
It's archived and it lasts forever, and it's absolutely insane what these two do.
So if anyone did it out of retaliation,
she did. She ran to the Florida courts because we announced that we were going to the Ohio courts, and we had already paid the retainer for the lawyer. We had already the following day we were headed into it was weeks later than when we actually went to the court to file for everything. We'd already had the lawyer on retainer, and we announced it. She tried to mimic like she always does, which I wonder if she's going to try and put in a makeshift driveway now. Huh. Oh, wait, that's right. It's been there for decades.
They have a makeshift fence.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't even call it a makeshift fence. I would call it a make.
And a makeshift gate.
Duck! I would call it a
makeshift
fence.
Gate.
Baby, what are you talking about? Are you talking about the futon gate? That is the premium security system of our generation.
I think we should get a futon gate for
no one can get around
for the driveway.
Gate. Should we get a futon security gate for the driveway across from theirs?
And then we got to put a no trespassing sign in front of it.
From what I hear, there are no trespassing signs. I was in Ohio. I didn't even know, but you know, the experts in the house. He said Bad Duck is in the house. Apparently, one of my videos that I edited, the editing software moved the duck quacks.
I noticed that.
But I guess that makes it funnier. So I was like, why do I even try sometimes with the... But they definitely have a make quack fence. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that at all. And I know the Hudson sisters came over and were helping. I heard that as well. That Darlene and Joyce
they
were
can
over
even
helping.
Attest to what used to be.
Well, yeah, they know all the
to
history.
that driveway because they've lived there all their lives. They knew what existed where that driveway is.
Yeah, so that driveway gave access to 3 homes. Those 3 homes. The driveway comes in, you go to the left and you go to the right.
Thanks, Candace.
And the driveway is access to the 3 homes. Now the 3 homes aren't there, but the utilities and the septic tanks still are.
Right. So
now,
if you remember, there's a video that we did where we were exploring.
Yeah, we actually have a video of that.
We found the 3 existing septic tanks, and then we found the electrical boxes that used to be there.
What was that? Was that 3 years ago? 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. So
because we did it with 2 other people.
Yes, and George and I have always said
Debbie.
We wanted to put bed and breakfasts up front there
and
for our fans.
This was before they even moved
before
here.
we ever got stalked.
Yeah.
Now more than ever we want to put it there because people want to come for the show. And so
it was a part of one of our business plans as an additional stream of income.
One of the things we wanted to do is we wanted to put in bed and breakfast and all the cool things that we find in storage units. We wanted to use it. Bad Duck.
Bad Duck.
That's my permission. Bad Duck says, what the Hales has my permission to use my quack. Thank you, Bad Duck. Oh, I love that you guys have a sense of humor. I really do. I love that you guys have a sense of humor. And so we always wanted a place to display some of our storage unit finds. And we thought, oh, man, this can't just be for us. We want to share this with people as well.
And then we were going to have 3 different B&Bs with different themes.
Yeah, with storage unit finds. All from storage unit finds, but different themes. And so yes, Rosie's bush would be in one of them. Landscaping, right? And there are those that know what Rosie's bush is, and there are those that don't. But it was found in a storage unit. It was found in a storage unit.
But that had nothing to do with Tubetown, right?
Well, I mean, new year, new plan. Tubetown's coming. Your Honor, you don't understand. Tubetown is coming.
Well, Tubetown wasn't even your idea.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. I get blamed for everything. So does it really matter who said it, whose idea it was? I mean, come on.
Everybody better shuckle up.
Does it really, really? Oh, Madam Mayor. Legally Live just said Madam Mayor's in the house.
Oh.
We absolutely, by the way, tomorrow's video tackles, the best way to say this is that John and Lynette have not only targeted myself and George, they have targeted almost everybody.
Including Mary
in Otter Creek. And tomorrow's video shows targeting of Madam Mayor and her husband, Brett, and us at the same time. Now, I focus on the areas that target us because this will be used in federal court against them for defamation. But you will see, if you haven't already, that we're not the only ones that have been targeted. And we've shown in the past as well that she was targeting Mary, who we call Mary DeGroot. Okay, we call her Mary Mary Martha Scary. We use names. We use these names, number one, because I'm a 10-year-old in a 47-year-old body, and I love Garbage Pail Kids.
Well,
and
it's easier to remember the characters.
Easy to remember.
There's so many big
but
players.
It protects their name from the internet. So when you go, oh, Jeremy, you're so mean. You're calling people names.
Thank you, Leanne.
What I'm actually doing is protecting them. Now, Lynette and Crook's names and information are all out there now. They've put it out there.
Right.
There's no reason to protect it
Due
anymore.
to the rescue.
And so Don the Con and his wife and then you got Mary.
Thank you, Dan. Yes,
they've attacked Mary, Russ the Sus. They've attacked
Laura Mott.
They've attacked Attorney Worm. They've attacked
the
Hudson sisters. They've attacked Brett and Therese. They've attacked us, and the list goes on and on. You just see what they've done to us.
You saw her attack Belinda at the last town.
Oh yeah,
meeting.
oh yeah, Belinda as well. I mean, it's just complete and total insanity, but you've only seen the sliver of some of the things. There are some things too vile that we won't show because it's YouTube, and YouTube has its own standards, and we always fall within those standards. And so it's extremely important to us to fall within the YouTube standards. And so there are things that we won't show based on the standards that may be appropriate somewhere else, but not on YouTube, and it's YouTube owns their platform, and we adhere to their standards because it is their platform. So the same way as if I were to invite you into my home and I would say, hey, please, I don't want foul language, and I get it. People get mad. You say what in our culture says a bad word, and I'm not exempt from that. I get mad. I get upset and frustrated, and I use a bad word in our culture. It's still a word, but if I say, hey, I really don't want any foul language in my home, you say, great, I'll respect that. If I come over to your house and you go, hey, I really don't want you guys smoking, and I'm like, sorry, she's smoking hot. Can't help it. No, you adhere to your guest. You always say, hey, thank you for having me in your home. Thank you for your hospitality. Absolutely, I'll abide by your rules. It's your home. And YouTube is its own home, and we abide by its guidelines and its rules. And so there are some things that are too vile, and we try and clean it up by using duck quacks or cutting out, syllables on a word or things along those lines in the editing. And some things have to be cut completely because they're too vile.
Right.
And mostly it's John, the aspect of John's vileness.
Someone in the chat said they attack each other.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So
nonstop. Oh, my goodness.
So
nonstop. True. Oh, boy, I couldn't even imagine how many.
So Jessica Kruger said, can we make one turtle theme? Actually, we were gonna do one turtle theme.
I found a bucket in the ditch.
We were gonna do turtle theme, and then we decided mole theme. Turtles are out.
Turtles are out. Moles are in. We want a bed and breakfast, nothing but moles. Moles. I love me some moles. The court, the Ohio court stuff was just.
Thank you, Candace.
Just mind-boggling.
It's definitely an eye-opener to a lot of the people that have been following this story for a while and that have supported us, and know that we don't do things fraudulently, and that we took evidence into court that is true and that is 100% screenshotted by them.
And physical evidence, such as every sign that they posted up in court, or excuse me, that they posted in Otter Creek was all in court. It was in Ohio court, right next to me. It was in Florida court, right next to me. And it will be in federal court as well. So
nothing is made up the way they're claiming it. These are 100% from their account that they've posted online, because every time we showed evidence, they knew exactly what it was. Exactly what it was.
The reality is, if you're going through this in your life, it's horrific. It's very stressful. $125,000 out of pocket already. And
between Ohio and Florida.
$125,000. That's actually rounding down. And I haven't gotten this next month's bill yet, but I'm sure it's not going to be fun to receive. And can you imagine what good we could have done with that $125,000? Like, I was even telling Mayor Dan last night, I was like, man, I wish I had that $125,000 back so I could do something for the people in our village that we live in there. And we've been able to do some things. One thing in particular that we have, there are things that George and I have done that we never share. you're just never going to hear about it. It's not something that we're going to share. And one of the things I'm referring to now is something that we've been talking about sharing with Mayor Dan, and I keep flipping back and forth, but we've been able to help the village in some small way. And I wish I could have had $125,000 to split between the northern village and Otter Creek, and to do things for the people. And we've been helping Cedar Key Food Bank. It's $125,000. This is no small thing of money that could have been used to help people. Restoraging the love with storage units. As you saw this week, we got a storage unit. He just wants the file cabinet back. I know everybody wants to know what's in the file cabinet. And if we get permission to share, we'll share. But we would love to buy storage units. People lost their livelihood, their memories, and give it back to them. $125,000 with that could go a long way, a very long way. And it's gone. And it will never come back. But the positive is that they are finally being held accountable. And lives are going to be spared from their horrific lies, their pathological, habitual lying, and their extortion. Give me money. If not, you're going to be known for life as a child rapist. That's a horrific thing. In one sentence, frankly, in a phrase, a female in today's culture can destroy a male's life forever.
Bad duck.
What did Bad Duck say? Moles are out, ducks are in. Ducks are in, baby. Quack, quack. We do love our ducks.
We do love our ducks. And one of our ducks is brooding right now.
Yep, more babies.
We're going to have babies
More
soon.
babies. Now, the one thing that the ducks do, though, and so Deanna was kind enough to teach the ducks to fly. And I know some of you are thinking, what, ducks fly? I didn't know ducks fly. Some ducks fly.
Do.
Would ducks fly?
Yeah.
Well, these ducks fly as well. And every morning they love to wake us up by landing on the tin roof of the ranch house. And then you hear
waddle, 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 waddle.
It sounds like aliens are trying to rip through to beam you up. Like there's gonna be some. And every morning I yell at George.
It's like cats in the morning that come and pounce on you and then purr to get you to
completely
wake.
Different.
Ducks do the same thing.
You expect a cat to do that. The ducks, all of a sudden, you're like, aliens are on the roof. Aliens, I'm going to be abducted. I know I am. They're going to be pulling the tin away. And I'm like,
abducted.
Abducted. God, they're good. George, there's aliens. And she's in the living room sleeping on the couch. They're gonna get me. Shut up or I'll get you. So the ducks, we do love our ducks. Absolutely do love the ducks.
They're so sweet.
I don't know who loves the ducks more, Deanna or George.
Equally. I think Deanna and I equally love them. So Deanna said the $200 that we were able to help them raise during an auction buys 2,000 pounds of meat.
2,000
Imagine
pounds of
how
meat.
much food could have been bought with $125,000 to feed those that are in need.
All because of these freaks who stalked us, then slander us, then actually
stalked us here with a hidden agenda, and now they're mad that we exposed their hidden agenda.
So the letter S plus actually harass us constantly, nonstop, the vileness, what we could have done to actually help people. It's sickening. It's sickening. And I was telling Mayor Dan, I was like, maybe one of the things we wanted to do in 2024, we've said this already with Christmas in the Creek, 2024, we want more. I had already been talking with the guys, particularly Rob, about I wanted to do Christmas in the Creek South and Christmas in the Creek North. And to try and do that in our area up north, and it's not feasible. Yeah. It's not, because the fees are just going to keep going on, and we will not stop. Not going to stop. This fight has to be fought. This war has to be won. These two have to be stopped. They are destroying and have destroyed people's lives. And you can't tolerate that. Yeah. It's not okay. It never will be okay.
Especially learning from family members and people that know them that have come forward and shared their story. That's a sign in itself that this needs to go on.
Oh, so many people coming forward. So many people coming forward. And
the fact that family members willing to testify against them
in court
speaks volumes in itself of how terrible these people are.
Family members will be testifying against them in court. People who they think are friends will be testifying against them in
these
court.
Are not
These two
good
don't
people.
have friends.
They know how to put a mask on and make you feel bad for them when it's all fake and it's all a show, for you to feel sorry for them so that they can play the victim. They know how to play the victim card. And when she tried to pull that on me, I saw right through her. When she tried to play the victim card with me, I saw right through it, and I wasn't falling for it.
Oh, it's sickening. And here's the other thing. Number one, they're like, oh, we need money. They've been begging and grifting the entire time anyway. So through all of this, they've received more donations than they've ever seen in their entire life, okay? And they've got more support now. Not even
for a good purpose, though.
But the thing is, these people don't support them. They just hate me or hate George. Yeah. And because they hate us and hate George, they just want to be anti-Jeremy and anti-George, which is pretty mind-boggling to go that your only support is people who hate other people. Oh, gee, I wonder what kind of people those are going to be. People that will flip on you and turn you in immediately. And here's the other thing.
Yes, Rachel, thank you.
They have Ohio County Court. They have Florida County Court. They have federal court. That's just with us right now. And that's not even the end with us. It does not end there. Do you have any idea how many more people are going to file suit against them? Which we talk about tomorrow in regards to some of the things that they've done to Madam Mayor and Brett and Therese, and their family members and the biological family. And then there are viewers all over, such as you, who they have defamed and said horrific things about.
Or Crook has messaged you personally when you've done nothing to them or contact them. They've contacted you, threatening you, which we've said before, if you get a message directly from them, report it to the local authorities. Let them get involved.
So here's one of the things that we said, I think it was last week, or it could have been the week before, but we know that there are two individuals who wrote those signs double-sided. One of those individuals is already confirmed through a forensic handwriting expert, the nation's best, that is 100% without any hesitation or any doubt, it's Lynette. 100%. The other individual, we have narrowed that down to a handful of individuals, and we have stated publicly that if that individual comes forward and testifies against Lynette in court, we don't need the testimony in court. We have the forensic expert. We don't need the testimony. But here's the thing. Lynette has thrown everybody under the bus already. She's going to throw you under the bus. She will be under oath. She will go to jail. Thanks, if she doesn't give this information. And so before she throws you under the bus, come forward and we won't press charges against you.
And she will. You've seen it on video in court where she has thrown people under the bus.
Well, one person has come forward, and we appreciate that person coming forward. And I want to clearly state, because I'm sure that person is watching right now, I want to clearly state you have my word. And I know you have my word because you're already in full communication with my lawyer. You have my word. No charges will be pressed against you. One person has come forward, and sometimes it only takes one person to step up and lead for the others. Now, this is not the particular individual that was writing on the other side. We're still waiting for you. But one person has come forward already. We will not press charges against you. You have my word. We will not press charges against you. You know I'm telling you the truth as you're in communication with my legal team already. And I want to be clear that other person comes forward, we will release you of all legal liability. We will not press charges against you. If you don't come forward, once Lynette throws you under the bus, which she will, as she's done so many others, she will be put in the position in court that she must tell. If she's in that position and she throws you under the bus, you will be held legally liable. So the offer stands now. come forward. Now, George and I have it narrowed down to a handful of individuals that we know have been on the property, that we know had interaction, and there are plenty of handwriting excerpts online that you can look at and try and assess. And there are those that we have marked off. Nope, definitely not that person. It is not John Crook. Okay? As much as we do not favor or like John Crook for the things that he has done, we know God loves him, but we do not like what he has done. We are not in favor of his actions, the thing he said, the things he's done. Although God loves all of us and he has risen for all of us to save us from our sins, including his, it was not him that wrote on the other side of those signs. And so we know 100% it's not Crook. So the offer still stands. Come forward before she throws you under the bus. One person has come forward already. We appreciate that. We thank you. We understand that you're part of the manipulation of Lynette and Crook as well. We get it. You're one of the victims. You're one of the many victims in this life pattern of destroying people and manipulating people and using people. And so we're giving that offer now. I can't state that offer will not exist if she throws you under the bus first. And it's really a race of who's going to throw who under the bus first. Who's going to tell the truth? Who's going to stand in the truth first and tell on the other person? And so that offer still stands. It is, and it exists for you. And there's one individual, which I'm sure is not going to come up in the chat, not going to go, it's me, it's me. There's one individual that has already come forward, is in full communication already with our legal team, and we appreciate that. No charges will be pressed against that individual. There are other individuals that claim they are supporters and have posted so many things that they will have charges pressed against them. And we're very clear about that. It's not a threat. I don't make empty threats. It is an absolute. Charges will be going against these individuals, such as Marla Hughes, such as Victoria Munsell, such as, and I could keep going on. So there will be charges brought. The legal system is a domino effect. You go one step, second step, third step, fourth step, fifth step. Once we get all the information from Lynette and Crook, then we pursue the other avenues as well. You either find yourself on the right side of the law or the wrong side.
Legal Vices.
What's Legal Vices got?
He wants to know, does anyone know how a destitute woman living in a trash heap with a beautiful outdoor shower can afford a Jeep Gladiator and an RV? Well, she doesn't have an RV. She has a pull camper.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure that out ourselves.
Especially,
we could give guesses.
Especially since she put up a GoFundMe, several GoFundMes
for a vehicle,
wanting money for a camper.
And a camper. Yeah, that's right.
And if you look at the GoFundMe, it barely raised anything. All of a sudden, now she has a Jeep and she had a GoFundMe for a vehicle, barely raised any money, and now all of a sudden she has a camper and a Jeep Gladiator. Makes no sense.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's no doubt. It is absolutely crazy. But it was, at the same time, as crazy as it was very good to go back to Ohio.
Just to get away for a little bit.
It was very good to be surrounded by friendly faces that love to laugh. And, the crazy part is, here's the crazy part. Here's the power of YouTube, okay? To take misfits such as a Jeremy Hales and a Conky and a Rob and a Guapo, who on the surface have in no other way would our paths probably ever cross, right? And all of a sudden, these ridiculous videos on YouTube, and then I'm like, man, you guys got to start YouTube. Like, I'm with that with everybody. If you meet me, I'm like, why aren't you on YouTube? Why didn't you start a YouTube yet? Like, I very liberally
encourage a lot of people.
Encourage content creators. I do everything I can to encourage content creators, and I encourage them to do it right. Do it right and do it well. And the power of YouTube bringing people together for misfits like Conky and Guapo and Rob and Jeremy, and then you throw in Noreen, and then we threw in Mayor Dan, and it's crazy. It's crazy, but it's so fun. And that we could all get together, laugh, hang out, goof around, have gremlins around us. Some of you get that, some of you don't get that.
Audrey.
But to go home, and it was just over 24 hours being home. It was fly in, go to the show, fly back immediately. Like, I am so exhausted. I am not a nap person. I'm not a nap person at all. I can't. My body doesn't allow me to take naps. I don't know why. But as soon as I got back to the schoolhouse, George, what did I say?
I was here at the schoolhouse working, and he goes, I need to take a nap. And if you watch the members only video, there was something in there that was in really good condition.
In the free unit. So members only, you got that video late last night because I had to get it to you late last night.
Thank you,
because I was getting up extremely early for a flight this morning. And so, top tier members, you got that video, you know what's in that unit. And
we kind of set up like a little living area in the auditorium, and Jeremy took a nap. And then he forced me to take a nap. Like, I had energy. I was going to keep working and sorting. The trailer, the unit that we got this week needs to be sorted, and he like forced me to take a nap.
Well, I nap better. I sleep better if I'm cuddling. So and Conky wouldn't cuddle with me.
Thank you, Ty.
So I had to come back home here. So somebody's changed their name to Tube Town. Oh my goodness.
Do you want to open mail real quick?
No, we'll save. We're gonna do mail. I know that there might be gifts in there for birthday and everything. We'll do mail for next week when
we have to wake up super early tomorrow.
Because we have to wake up again super early tomorrow morning. That'll be my 4th crazy super morning, getting up early in a row. I didn't sleep one full night before I even left on the early flight, and so I am so out of it. But we are still gonna have more fun tonight, no doubt. We'll still have more fun, but. I love the power of YouTube to bring these misfits together and who could just laugh and goof around as if we're back in grade school. And even though we're all adults, kind of, you get many angles of me. Make me mad, you'll find out I'm pure business. I can be 100% business just like that. I don't want to be. I love goofing around and having fun and joking and
most people most people are nice until they don't have to be nice, or you push them to a point where they're not nice anymore.
Don't take advantage of our generosity, our love, our patience, our kindness. I can't stand it when people take advantage of other people. It's not just me. It's not just her. I can't stand it when people take advantage of other people. It's not okay. And I get it. We live in a fallen world, and we live with people who love to take advantage of other people. That's not me, and I'm not going to do it, and I don't want other people to do it. And so don't do those things. Don't do it. It's not okay. It's not okay for anybody. We ought to be helping one another and lifting each other up. Appropriate. Lynette is not an appropriate person to help. Crook is not an appropriate person to help. If they did things appropriately, then it would be appropriate. But they don't. They do it illegally. It's not okay. You're never going to see me helping Lynette or Crook after they've called me a child rapist. Ever. You will see me protecting myself every time I'm near them, around them. You will see me protecting my property. You will see me protecting my loved ones, which could be my employees. You understand. I'm sure some of you understand. Like, Deanna is not just actually, in tomorrow's video, I clarify what an employee is and what an employee isn't. And frankly, Deanna's not an employee, but I use this term loosely. Deanna's not just an employee. She could smack me around like an older sister. It's like family. Now, I grew up in a family business, and family always fights. There are times you're not going to get along, and there are times you're going to fight, but you still love one another, okay? And so I have a responsibility to not only protect myself, protect my property, but even before myself, I have a responsibility to protect my loved ones. That means Deanna as well. That means guests that I have on the property. If Darlene and Joyce, the Hudson sisters, and come and visit on the property, and I love it when they do, and they have so many incredible Otter Creek stories, and they get into the history with us, and we love the history, and I obviously I love history, the treasure hunting and buying the property and finding dinosaur bones on the property and all the history of all of this. I love that. I have a responsibility to make sure they're safe. I have a responsibility to make sure anybody who's on the property is safe. any of my properties. And so when I say loved ones, it's not just, you're probably thinking, oh yeah, well, he's talking about George. No, it goes much further than that. It goes to George, and it goes to Deanna,
Jamie.
and it goes to Darlene, and it goes to Joyce, and it goes to Deborah Thomas and Doc, and it goes to Ellie and Scott, and it goes to Belinda and Doug, and I can keep going, right? I can go to Mimi and Kim and Frank, and I can go to Sissy and Johnny, and I can go to Zim and Marilyn, and the list goes on and on. We have a responsibility to keep each other safe. That's what true community is. And these two across the street keep destroying community, destroying it. And so, that being said, what a tremendous community that YouTube has. George and I say this a lot I think we've said this a lot this past month to even law tubers, that we truly have the most loyal,
we really do,
generous, loving fan base.
Well, and every channel that has been watching this from LawTube have even said you guys have the most kindest,
and they are,
fans.
And they are.
That support you, that love you, that have followed you from beginning to end, and that have followed the story and know that we are not in the wrong. And they know the story and support us.
That means even we've been fortunate enough to be not only meet Travis Willis, which to even tell you how we even met him, it was literally as in Walmart. He should do a whole video on that himself. But to be friends, who else do you say, hey, let's go to karaoke tonight and let's make complete and total fools out of ourselves in front of everybody because we can't sing? And Travis is like, yeah. I'm like, all right, come on.
Wasn't he the one who told us about it?
I don't remember.
Because it's in his neck of the woods.
Travis might have been the first to tell us about it, but I know we love it.
He's in the chat right now. Travis, wasn't it you that told us about karaoke night, or was it one of the workers at Bubba Q's?
I don't remember, but I know Travis's game to go make fools of ourselves at any time. And to find friends like that, and whether it be up north or down south, I don't care where you live. It's beautiful, and it's a very precious thing. Those friends are worth more than any amount of money ever. And so we appreciate that. We truly appreciate that. Or Brett and Therese. I talk about this in tomorrow's video. And so the aspect that when we got to Otter Creek, Brett and Therese literally took us under their wing and shared with us and showed us, all right, this is the area and this is a good place for that. And they really took us under their wing, and we appreciated that so much.
And even with them traveling the world now, we'll still be friends with them.
Reality is we miss them in Otter Creek.
We're hoping to meet them.
But we are thrilled. We are thrilled that they are out living their best life.
Absolutely.
And
we get to live vicariously through them in the
Mayor
videos.
Dan is in the chat. He says he loves Travis's videos. I guarantee you Mayor Dan's gonna. What if we could? Okay, I just had the craziest idea. I shouldn't even bring it up. What if we could get Mayor Dan to come down to Otter Creek and go to a town hall meeting?
I think he would love that.
Oh my goodness.
I think he would love that.
His wife already thinks he's crazy for hanging out with us.
Because she's always like, who are you watching now? Who are you watching now?
What if we could get Mayor Dan to come down to an Otter Creek town hall meeting?
Thank you, Gina.
Oh my goodness. Dan, I shouldn't even be talking about this right now.
Next month's meeting, third Tuesday of every month.
I shouldn't even be talking
Maybe
about
worth
this
traveling
right now.
to.
He's got to take care of the people up north. I shouldn't even be bringing this up. His wife is going to get mad at me.
Tempting, Dan.
Oh my God. Man, for him to see it in real life. Oh my goodness. If Mayor Dan came and saw Otter Creek Town Hall in real life, I don't know what to think right now. It was just a thought I had.
It's different in person versus watching it on video. But if you can't attend in person, it's just as good on video.
On video, you're watching, you're going, holy.
On video.
In person, you're like, holy.
Oh, I think video, you can stop it and rewind it. Like, did they just say that? And you can rewind it. In real life, you can't do that. Maybe it is better on video.
That's true, because in real life, you're like, what just happened?
Or you're yelling, shut up in your head. Sit down. Stop talking. Be quiet. Thank you, Tina.
Flippin' Adventures. Mayor Dan, you need to come down for a relaxing vacation in Otter Creek.
In Cedar Key.
Oh, Cedar Key would be relaxing for Mayor Dan. I'm not so sure Otter Creek would.
Thank you, Harriet.
That would be fun. What you doing, Willis said. Oh, don't worry, Mayor Dan. It's all fake. I love
They're all paid actors and employees
I love
of Jeremy.
the conspiracy theories.
They're all employees
that
of you.
everybody is employed by me.
Thank
I don't
you.
know where they think I got all this money, but apparently everybody in Otter Creek is employed by me. And apparently Mayor Dan's employed by me, so everybody up north is employed by me. Conky, Rob, I mean, they all have their own jobs.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So many conspiracy theories. It's funny.
It's funny how many conspiracy theories are
Reading
out
them
there.
online actually makes me laugh.
Madam Mayor
makes me
says,
laugh.
I got the golden key, baby! we see if Mayor Dan will come and run for town hall here in Otter Creek.
Jessica says, we're all paid. I'm just taking the night off.
That's true. Yeah, and she's been helping out as well. And it's my responsibility to make sure she's safe. And there are times where Jessica, will slap me upside the head too. So, there's that aspect that you have to, there is a large responsibility. It's not just people on your property, it's a community. It is. And the people are what makes the community what the community is. And these two came in trying to destroy everything. We came in trying to secure our property boundaries. And we obviously had encroachments, we had drug dealing, we had drunks, and it all corrected. And then we had theft. And then we were very patient with that theft. And we very much so want our peaceful life back, as
Welcome,
anybody
Charlie.
would. As anybody, even Mark Feather was like, Jeremy, I got another case. I think you should cover it. And I'm like,
But that's not our life.
I went, no, I don't. I think he should cover it.
Yes.
He's a lawyer. I want to get back
He
to
knows
normal
the
life.
story. Yeah.
I don't want to be recording these things. I only have to film it for accountability's sake and for my protection. It literally is for accountability and protection. If it wasn't for that, it would not be on YouTube.
Luna says, wait, we're supposed to get paid?
Checks in the mail, Luna. Checks in the mail. Do people even use checks anymore?
Yes.
I don't. Yeah. Some people do. So Maria wants to know, did I get to see the kids? There was not even enough time to see Christian and Patience and Pepper.
So you didn't get to see
It
Pepper.
was the quickest trip ever. It was horrible flight times. I am completely and totally exhausted. I even took a nap as soon as I got back to the schoolhouse, and even now I feel like I can't keep my eyelids open. And so it was an incredible trip, and I needed it, and I wanted to do it, and I had a ton of fun with all of my friends, including Mayor Dan. And I'm thrilled to be able to say Mayor Dan is a friend. He's not just our mayor. I would consider him a friend as well, and to connect with him. But I'm glad to be back as well. But the reality is tomorrow's April 1st, the end of April, last day of April. I'm on the road. I head back to Ohio 4 weeks. And Lynette and Crook right now are going, he's gone! No, George will be here all summer. And I'll be flying back as well. And so it'll be constantly coming back. They will not continue to violate and not get arrested. So Levy County deputies Levy County detectives, lieutenant detectives, are assuring us of this. And to quote them verbatim, we want them in jail as well. And so that is a verbatim quote.
Thank you, April.
And
Thank you, Susan.
that was it last week? They said they finally had everything finalized? Because I think we even shared it. They told us it could be in between that day. It was Friday. Thursday.
Yes.
Friday. It could be in between that day and up to 4 weeks before they get arrested.
Yeah.
So
And
we know it
because-
wasn't day one.
Yes, and because I made the call and filed the report, guess who becomes my victim's advocate?
Amanda Martin.
Which is now what? A conflict of interest, which I requested that I do not want her as my victim's advocate and to push it to a different circuit.
And so they're pushing everything out of Levy County, which is corrupt, and pushing it into another circuit for the arrest.
Yes.
And that will be a very, very, very good thing.
No new updates on her son.
Not yet.
That's still
Nothing
under
yet.
investigation that we're aware of. Thank you, Star. Thank you, Baba Bear. What other updates? The judge right now, everything is at a standstill with Judge Grudge, because I know a lot of you in the chat have asked. Right now, everything is at a standstill.
Everything is still in a standstill with Judge Grudge. That is true. And we talk about more of the court stuff in tomorrow's video.
Thank you, Rose.
And we'll get into more of the court stuff this week as well, and some other fun things that we have planned this week. And we got another fun thing planned tonight, right, George?
Yes. We're gonna do a auction / claim to fame.
There is some crazy stuff tonight.
I've got 3 lots that are gonna go up for auction. And the folks that donated them wanted us to use the funds towards Christmas in the Creek, and we'll announce what those lots are as we go into the live / auction.
Jerry
so
just
if
text.
this is nice.
Okay.
Tell them I said happy Easter. So if this is your first time attending one of our live bulk auctions, first things first, make sure you are in live chat and not top chat. This is super important. That way myself and Jeremy, along with the moderators and everyone at home, sees the live chat happening in real time as close as possible. We will be doing claim to fame, buy it now lots, along with, I said 3. We're going to do 3 auction lots. And then the lots that go up for auction, all of the proceeds from the auction will go towards Christmas in the Creek. And then what'll happen is when we do our claim to fame, buy it now, what I'll do
Jerry says happy Easter.
What I'll do is I'll show one item in the bulk lot.
I'm going to show an item right now.
And then Flipping Adventures, our moderator will type go in the chat.
That's Flipping Adventures hot date this weekend.
That's Baby Adventures.
Baby Adventures.
Baby's first Easter.
Look at how cute he is. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on, focus. I had it focused.
He's always happy.
He's so happy. Oh my goodness, look at that. Ah, it just dimmed on me.
Jeremy will announce
Baby
the Buy It
Adventures.
Now sale. The first person to type in the Buy It Now amount in the live chat is the winner of that lot. So, for example, if we say that the Buy It Now lot is $100, the first person to type in 100 in the live is the winner. If for some reason the moderators aren't seeing what you're typing in the live chat, or Jeremy's not seeing it, that means no one can see it. Try typing in a $sign in front of the 100, or maybe even a $sign or a symbol after the 100. When we do the auctions, what I'll do is I'll show, you can start bidding in the live chat as immediately. The minimum bid is $25. Once I show everything, I'll tell Jeremy I'm ready for the timer. He'll throw in a 1-minute countdown timer, and then the highest bidder, by the time the countdown is over and Flipping Adventures types in sold in the live chat, is the winner of that lot.
Chris says, "Is Christian and Patience still do work for us?" And
Yes.
It's so funny that we get this every season. And I don't know how
Well,
many times
there's
we
a
have
lot
to
of
repeat
people
ourselves.
that are new to the
Well, that's
channel.
true. They could be new as well. That's true. You could
be a little
new.
bit more graceful. There's a lot of people
I'm
that are
always
new to the
graceful.
channel.
Christian and Patience do
Don't
still
be
work
like
for
Judge
us.
Grudge where you just assume. But the answer is yes. Patience and Christian, and even Baby Pepper, she's in training.
Baby Pepper is working.
She's in training.
Didn't we just show Baby Pepper at storage unit auctions?
She went to
Or
her
was that
first
members
auction.
only? Was
that
that
was
members?
only,
All right, that was
yeah.
members only. It was her first live auction.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Janice. And then when we do the claim to fame, you'll have the option of either being surprised, unless you want me to show it all. And then if you live outside of the United States, you're more than welcome to bid or claim something in the live chat. Just make sure that you know that there will be additional shipping costs. And that shipping cost can vary anywhere between $50 and $200, and that all varies based on the weight of the package, the dimensions, and where you are located in the world. Just know your country's import fees, and if there's any know your country's custom laws, and know if there's any additional import fees. And then we ask all buyers to send us your information immediately to whatthehales@yahoo. We will display the email address on the screen once we go into the live sale. But that email address is whatthehales@yahoo.com. We ask that you send your YouTube name, your real name, your mailing address, your high bid amount or your claim amount, the name, and the name of the lot that you bought, and then the amount as well. I will send an invoice this evening via PayPal. You don't have to have a PayPal account in order to pay the invoice. You have the option of paying with either a debit card, a bank card, a credit card, or your PayPal account. Keep in mind that everything is sold as is. There's no guarantees. There's no returns. We auction off the items to you as we find them in the storage unit or wherever we source from. And then at the end of the sale, auction/sale, you'll have a chance to win a free item based on a trivia question. I'll have 2 lucky winners this evening. The trivia question comes from the least viewed video of the week. So that's a hint right there. And then Jeremy will think of the question that he's going to ask later on.
No, I will read the question that I'm going to ask later on. Because an independent contractor sent me the question that I'm going to read later on. Amy Swartley's in the chat. We haven't seen her for a while.
Happy Easter. Because of YouTube glitches, which we are at the mercy of them, we recommend that you refresh in between every lot. Make sure you switch from
that's funny.
Top chat to live chat. This is super important. Very, very important. And because there are glitches and because they exist, we are at the mercy of them as well. And then just a reminder, please, if you have no intentions of paying for the lot that you win this evening, please don't claim anything or bid on anything. That will get you banned, and you won't be able to participate in any future sales or even in the live chat.
Being dumb will get you banned as well. Don't be dumb.
That too.
Don't be dumb. Be cool, man. Just be cool.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and start setting up.
All right, she's setting me up for the woo-woo, apparently. All right, I'm going to add her there. And...
You want more cake?
Heck yeah, I want more cake. Am I a fat kid? Yeah, I want more cake. That cake is actually really good.
It's very moist.
Very, very, very moist. Okay, so while I adjust here... We've got a few lots, and by a few, I do mean 3 that we are going to auction tonight, and everything else will be a claim to fame. So, all right, is the first auction. That's the auction lot, right?
Yeah.
All right, first lot tonight is an auction lot. As a matter of fact, Steve, who we were singing "Happy Birthday" to earlier, Steve and Mary dropped these off. Actually, I want to show. Here, let's do this. I want to show, this is an entire orange tote of Tigger plush, okay? Mm-hmm. And Steve and Mary dropped them off this past weekend while I was up in Ohio, and they told you to do what?
They wanted us to auction these off and to use the funds for Christmas in the Creek.
So we've got a ton of Tiggers. The wonderful thing about Tigger is a wonderful thing that is going to be used for Christmas in the Creek. So this is a very, very large tote. Very large tote. Huge. These monies will be used
Oh, look, he's dressed up as Poop.
And has a tag on it. These funds will be used for Christmas in the Creek. $25 starting bid.
Oh my gosh, look, a corn.
Oh, it's Iowa corn stripper right there, Tigger. Corn stripper Tigger. In the living
and the
cob.
devil with the pitchfork.
In the cob. All right. So this lot tonight will be used for Christmas in the Creek.
This Tigger says, "Shuckle up, shuckle up, y'all."
And
puppet.
And it's going to be a ton of fun.
Woo!
Ton of fun. $25 starting bid, free shipping here in the United States, additional shipping outside of the United States. Everything is as is, no guarantees and no returns. Try and tell you everywhere we got it. And this was a gift for Christmas in the Creek so that we could use the funds to buy more for the kids in Christmas in the Creek.
Woo!
Now, there is a ton.
There is a lot. Look, this guy Eeyore is dressed up as Tigger.
I'm eating cake. I can't look.
Okay.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you for all the birthday wishes.
Tiggers of different seasons, dressed up for the different occasion. Look, this one has a hula skirt.
All right, so there's a ton of Tiggers. Literally a ton. George, grab this over here.
Still have a ton.
We're not going to show them on the camera, okay? What we will do is say you're going to get everything on the table.
Tote not included.
Everything in the tote, including the sunglasses, including the keychains, including, whoa, all the other toys that are falling everywhere. These are cool.
This one's dressed up like a butterfly.
Including the Tigger magnets for your refrigerator.
Ooh, look at this one's for Easter.
All right, George is just going to keep on showing.
All right, I'm ready for the timer. There's a Tigger in here for every occasion.
All right, Tigger lot number 1. Purchase price goes towards Christmas in the Creek. Donation given.
The corn one was the best.
Right now, the corn one is pretty funny. I don't know what the high bid right now is. I see Kathy at 91. It could be that. $25 starting bid, free shipping here in the United States, additional shipping outside in the United States. Everything is as is, no guarantees, and no returns. And you gotta bid fast. You gotta bid furious, because you literally are only gonna have 1 minute to win it. Let's do this. All right, I see lots of bids coming in right now. I see a 91 still is the high bid right now.
Steve is the same guy that donated all the plush to give to Deputy Duncan for the kids.
Steve brought in all the plush for Deputy Duncan. Amy is now in at 125. I see Amy in at 125. She's back at it. Amy the Snipe Swartley. She knows how to snipe. We got 125 right now. With about 30 seconds left to go, you will receive everything within this tote. Everything within this tote. 25 seconds left to go. Amy's in at 125. 125 is the high bid right now. 125 is the high bid. Rosie the Riveter just came in at 127. Rosie is in right now at 127 with 10 seconds left to go. All funds will go towards Christmas in the Creek. 2024, we want more of Christmas in the Creek. And we got Rosie at 127. Rosie's high bidder right now, 127. Amy came in at 128. Tony Peniato came in at 135, 135. We see Pumpkin Farm for 130. We got Rosie at 127. We got Christian Sanders at 135. And Tony, man, there's people everywhere right now putting bids in. I think it's Tony right now at 135 going once. Tony got 135 going twice. Tony at 135 going. I see a bunch of 135s coming in. I'm still waiting for the sold. And still not seeing it. I see Rosie the Riveter coming in at 136. 136. And she's not said sold yet. I have not seen it. Pumpkin Farm is in at 140. I have not seen the sold. Deanna may need to refresh. Okay, I'm still waiting. The expert says he wants the corn. It is still 140. I don't see Deanna in the chat. Flippin' Adventure says I done sold 2 times. I never saw it. I just saw it right now.
Oh no.
All right, I just saw it right now. She said I said sold 2 times. I never saw it.
This is that YouTube glitch I was telling
That
you
is a
guys
YouTube
about.
glitch. So I think the high bid was Pumpkin at 140. Pumpkin at 140. Okay. Right? Was it Pumpkin? Pumpkin. All right. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until the mods confirm. Oh no, they're saying it's They're saying Rosie at 141. I didn't see the sold. Mods, I need help. Okay, Niche Lady says Rosie at 141. Thank you, Laura Harris, for the $1.99. All right, Rosie, you're high bidder at 141. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to send George your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your bid amount of 141, and tell her it's Tigger lot number 1. Tigger lot number 1. You're going to send all that information right there. You're going to send all that information right there, whatthehales@yahoo.com. Remember, when anybody sends an email, they're going to get an automated response. It's going to be facts or frequently asked questions. Don't worry. After everything tonight, then George will send out invoices this evening because we got to get on the road very, very early tomorrow morning. All right. It looks like we have another auction lot. Shall we? Yep. Right here in the camera. I need your help. All right. We have another entire tote of Tigger. An entire tote of Tigger. George is going to go ahead and start showing. This is an auction lot as well.
You got some Pez.
George is going to start showing some of the things. And Amy Swartley says, my sniping is off tonight. Oh, it's like riding a bike, Amy. You'll get it right back.
You're a little rusty, Amy, but welcome back.
Okay, so George is going to start showing some of the Tigger items here. Now, the exact same thing with these Tiggers on this lot as the last lot. These were all donated, and we appreciate that. And the proceeds will go towards Christmas in the Creek 2024.
These have like dancing Tiggers.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of them are dancing Tiggers or hopping Tiggers.
Do you see any corn Tiggers? Are there more corn Tiggers?
No more corn Tiggers. That I didn't even know that was in there. That was a surprise.
There are a bunch of cool Tiggers in here. Bunch of cool
this
Tiggers.
one, like I can't show it in the.
I can show it, and you're
so tall.
You're so close to the table that you can't show very much more. There's another Tigger right there. Yeah, we got all kinds of Tiggers. There's some Christmas Tiggers. We've got, okay, I got a lot of Tiggers here. Here's a Toy Story Tigger. There's a snake in my boot. All right, there are definitely some Tiggers. There's the white snow.
Albino.
White snow or albino Tigger. The wonderful thing about Tiggers. Tigger's the wonderful thing. All right, so we're ready to roll. Here's what we're going to do. $25 starting bid, free shipping here in the United States, additional shipping outside of the United States. Everything is as is, no guarantees, and no returns. So, with that being said, I think Bonnie's in at 200 right now. You got to bid furious. You got to bid fast. You got 1 minute to win it. Let's do this. Here we go. Here we go. I see they're saying Bonnie is high bidder right now at 200. Remember, this will all go towards Christmas in the Creek. Christmas in the Creek. Oh, man. I didn't see any corn in that lot. Did you?
No.
All right. No Iowa corn to strip in that lot. Maybe that's a good thing. That's probably a good thing. Look at that.
No corn in this one.
No corn? Okay, well, sometimes corn goes in, corn comes out. That's the rules with corn. That's the way it is. All right, it's 200. Bonnie's still high bidder at 200 with about 20 seconds left to go. High bidder at 200, 20 seconds left to go. And Niche Lady says, Jeremy, way too much information right there. TMI. TMI.
You can't unhear it.
Can't unhear it. All right. Oh, boy. Still 200. Mickey Chick's going, no, YouTube, you put an ad in right before the end. That could be good for Bonnie. It could be good for Bonnie. Let's see what happens. Going once. Going twice. Let's see if we can actually see Flippin' Adventures this time. Saying sold. Oh, boy. Where to go, where to go, where to go, where to go. Where to go, where to go, where to go. And I'm not seeing her yet. Flippin' Adventures sold. There it is. There it is. It is Bonnie. 200. By the way, all backup bidders, you can email as well and say, hey, I was backup bid for this price. And so, Bonnie, you are a high bidder, Bonnie Godson or Goodson. And you're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your bid amount of 200, and tell George it was Tigger lot number 2.
These are antenna toppers. I just noticed that.
Oh, for the car?
Yeah.
That's cool. You just got antenna toppers for the car as well. So it's number 2, Bonnie. So it's going to be Tigger lot number 2. Okay. I know what you're thinking. Is there another Tigger lot? No, there's not. There's not. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Number 3.
Great.
Now we're doing claim to fame.
Well, what am I supposed to tell them?
Oh.
Somebody took a nap today and didn't finish their work. 1 second. She is... Okay, I got a claim of fame amount right now. The claim of fame amount is $150 is the claim to fame amount. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 the first person to claim is going to be the one who receives all the fame. I'm going to go ahead and full screen George right here. 150 is the claim to fame amount. She's going to start showing. By the way, the denim comes with it.
Yeah, you'll get it as is.
The denim comes with it. You will receive this as is. She's going to start showing just a little bit. just a little bit.
If you remember, this is from Michael's collection.
This is from Michael's collection.
And he had it all on
150. The first
denim
person to
tops.
type in 150 is the claim to fame. BC Eagle Deb says, "Hails low, everybody. I overslept. Thanks for coming and joining us, BC Eagle Deb." 150 is the claim to fame amount tonight on this lot. George is just showing a little tiny bit because there is a whole lot. You might say it's as long as my driveway. You might say it could be even longer. This looks like military pins to me.
Yeah, they're military themed.
It looks like military themed to me. Yes, it does. It absolutely does. Yep, it looks like military themed, and I like it. I definitely like it. Okay, 150 is the claim to fame. Oh, Michaela Humbly do quickly. A1 Michaela Humbly is. How am I supposed to pronounce that? I can barely say
Michaela?
George's name.
Michaela.
A1 Michaela. All right, A1, you have claimed the fame. You got the military pin lot. It's going to come with the denim vest as well. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to send us your YouTube name, your real name, your claim to fame amount, 150. Well, hold a second. YouTube name, real name, shipping address, then your claim to fame, 150. And tell George it was the military pin lot. You're going to send an email right there at whatthehales@yahoo.com. Okay? Right there at A1 Michaela is saying, ha, 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 ha. She's ha, 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 times 3. All right. And so George will then get you out an invoice this evening. Now, usually we ask, do you want to be surprised? Do you want to see it? Do you not want to see it? You know what? It's just so much. You're just going to see it all right here. And it's super cool. It's military collectible pins. It's really cool on the denim. Really, really cool. Okay. George is finishing her paperwork because I don't know what to do if she doesn't tell me what to do. I can't survive. I don't even know how to breathe unless George tells me how to breathe. So I can't. I can barely walk.
The next lot is donated by Debbie Farmer.
Oh, this is a lot donated by Debbie Farmer, and she's in the chat tonight. She is in the chat. She donated this. Is this specific for anything, or?
She said we could do whatever we want with it, and I'm going to go with
Christmas in the Creek. All right, this is a lot donated by Debbie Farmer. She is in the chat. By the way, she was here 2 weekends ago. Not this weekend, but the past weekend, and with Gina and Jessica, and we got to spend some time with them and celebrate.
It was a last-minute thing.
We got to celebrate my birthday then, too. So I had 2 weekends of birthday celebration because of all the great people that the Lord has blessed us with. So it was a ton of fun. But this will be an auction.
I don't even know what's in here. It's kind of going to.
All right, we're going to find out. We're going to find out together. So starting bid is at $25, and Georgia's going to start showing. And
here's some cufflinks.
She's not going to go slow. She's going to go fast, because if she goes slow, then she says her back hurts for 5 days.
Here's a belt buckle. There's a lot of this stuff. WAARAB.
Yabba yabba do.
Here's a brooch. Here's a mason.
Did you just call me your brooch? Were you like, yeah, brooch?
Here's that Yarab pin.
George is gonna go faster.
This whole thing, you'll get the tin with it as well. There's a ton of pins in here. Here's another mason neck piece.
Oh, that's Mason's right there.
Another belt buckle.
I'm over here.
Twinning.
I'm over here eating birthday cake.
Belt buckle.
Looks like high bid right now, $65.
A ton of different pins. I'm not going to show them all, but that's everything that you'll get.
So they're going to get the tin filled with pins and everything that you're showing.
Yep.
All right, this is donated by Debbie Farmer for Christmas in the Creek. So all the funds will go towards Christmas in the Creek. High bid right now, $75, $25 starting bid, free shipping here in the United States, additional shipping outside the United States. Everything is as is, no guarantees, no returns. We try and represent everything the best of our ability. This was all donated by Debbie Farmer. She has a heart for people and obviously for kids, as she was a part of Christmas in the Creek as far as setting up through the implementation of the event and even coming back past couple weekends, and it was a ton of fun. So you got to bid fast, you got to bid furious, because you literally only have 1 minute to win it. Here we go. High bid right now looks like it's $90. Funds are all going towards Christmas in the Creek 2024. We want more Christmas in the Creek. 45 seconds left to go. High bid right now, still $90. $90. All donated by Debbie Farmer. There's definitely Masons or Shiners in there as well. 35 seconds left to go. Now we got a high bid of $94. $94. Aunt Patty is in the chat. We were just talking about Aunt Patty doing a t-shirt quilt. I bet she could do it too. George is like, should we have Aunt Patty? Could we ask Aunt Patty to do a t-shirt quilt? I was like, that's genius. And if you know Aunt Patty, she can do anything. Like anything. 95 is the high bid right now. 95 is, she just said in the chat, yes, I can. I told you. Bob's in at 100. Bob's in at 100 right now. Bob's high bid right now at 100. 100 is the high bid right now. 100 is the high bid right now to go into Bob. Going once. Going twice. Laura Harris just came in at 85. Still Bob at 100. Sold to Bob. All right, Bob, here's what you're going to do. Bob, you're going to send us your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, and your bid amount of $100. $100, Bob. It is just Bob. And then you're going to tell George it is the Debbie Farmer pin lot. That's what she has marked down here. And I have to go by that or I get in trouble. And so you're going to tell George Debbie Farmer pin lot, and you're going to email her right there. You should see, I should be pointing to something. You should see it on your screen. I can't see it on mine. But whatthehales@yahoo.com. Make sure if you're a winner tonight, if you're the wiener, make sure you spell that correctly. We can't see an email that doesn't come to the actual address if you typed it in incorrectly. All right, next lot here. Everything else tonight will be claim to fame. Claim to fame tonight. Holy cow. Claim to fame tonight. And we're doing this as untested, correct?
Yes.
All right, before I give you the amount, I want you to know everything is untested. Everything is from storage units, and we have not tested any of it, okay? And so keep that in mind before you actually do your claim to fame. Claim to fame amount is $123. Understanding everything is untested. Okay, we have not tested any of it. We haven't cleaned any of it. Yep, there you go. It's cords. That's what it is. It's cords. No, it's not cords. All right, what do we got here? Wow.
We've got a vintage Atari. This was the first game console we ever had as a kid.
That one looks a little more updated. Donkey Kong is already in at 123.
Here's the controllers.
Donkey Kong just took it at 123. Appropriate. Donkey Kong's going, is this a video game lot? Well, Donkey Kong, you are correct.
Why, yes. Yes,
it is a video game lot. Donkey Kong, what we need to know is, do you want to see it or would you rather be surprised? Donkey Kong says, show me. All right, Donkey Kong, I'm going to attempt to show you. You're going to receive Pac-Man with your Donkey Kong and every single one of these video games as well.
There are some video games that don't have cases right there in the corner.
You can put that under your camera there.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and full screen George. Now, we did confirm that every case has a video game in it. And then you'll see there's cases in the corner that don't have the cases.
There's some PC games as well.
So you
this
got
right here are games that don't have a case. There's maybe 3 or 4 cases with no games, but it may be in here.
Roberto's going, no, I wanted this one. Donkey Kong got it. You got to be quick for claim to fame. You got to be really quick. So Donkey Kong, you're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount of $123. Tell George it's the assorted video game lot right there. whatthehales@yahoo.com. Remember, everything is free shipping. Your claim to fame amount is your amount. All right. Next lot is George comes up with the numbers. She comes up with the lots. And And it is $89. $89. Roberto just said, I'll pay you double for that lot. You got to take it up with Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong owns it now. You can email, if you and Donkey Kong want to share each other's information, go for it. We encourage networking. We encourage you guys working together, buying and selling from each other. Roberto just put 89 in. He doesn't even know what it is yet. Oh, my goodness. All right. Roberto, Melbourne, do you want to be surprised? Roberto Melbourne, do you want to be surprised? He doesn't even know what it is yet. He was like, you know what? I'm going for it no matter what. No matter what. All right. So we just got to figure out, does he want to be surprised? And I guess you could keep showing until I can show this. So everything in here is going to be coming to you. And everything is...
This is like one of those fancy wine bottle openers.
Roberto says show. So everything is what we would call beerania or coasters, flasks, and koozies. And so George isn't going to show everything. She can put it... pretty much we did just show you everything.
Yeah.
So this is a ton of stuff. I mean, this is the easiest way to do it. It's everything from Crown Royal bags to koozies to... It looks like there's beads down here. There's flasks. There's...
Some shot glasses.
She said there's some shot glasses. There's a little bit of everything. So that's coming your way. What you're going to do is you're going to send us your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount of $89. Tell George it is the assorted coasters, flask, and cozies. And she will go crazy if you don't list it just like that. Or list it somewhat close to that so she knows what it is. Just a reminder, anybody who wins tonight, all you got to do is send us an email, and George will send out invoices tonight. You're going to email right there with hales@yahoo.com. Okay, this is a very unusual lot, okay? So don't go crazy and be like Roberto and just throw your number out there, because you may go, oh, man. So... Make sure you understand what you're getting. And George listed this at 135. I have no idea what to expect, to be honest with you. Okay? All right, George lists this claim to fame at 135. I don't even know what to expect. So here we go.
Should we tell them what it is?
Do not just throw your claim to fame in until you know what's going on.
Some people might know by what I'm going to show right now.
Well, what if you just put one flat in?
GM means General Motors.
Why don't you put a full flat in so they actually have some concept? Is this from the one where we gave the 3 urns back?
Yes.
And we tried to give everything else. And Dabby Dab just came in and was like, I'm in.
Yes.
Okay. Niche Lady goes, and this is why it pays to watch the videos. Amy Swartley was in on it too. But I think
the tags were dead giveaway.
Kitty Mama Felicia was in on it as well. Dav is the claim to fame. And by the way, there's more than one flat. There is a total of 3 flats. I would just go ahead and show all 3 flats.
Okay.
For Davy Dav. Okay. Davy Dav, you may want to be actually surprised, but what we're gonna, you did good already showing the full flat. We're gonna keep things moving. You may want to be surprised, but we're just going to show you. You are receiving all 3 flats. Amy Swartley says, I worked on cars and I live about. Oh, boy. Well, you guys probably know the value of these keys way better than we do.
Keys.
They're blanks to be cut for these vintage cars. Yeah, so there's probably a tremendous amount of value here that George and I just don't even know. And she just wrote down 135, and we went, that sounds great. All right, next one.
So this one sold last week.
All right, George says, let me put myself back on here. George said this next lot sold last week, and then the buyer said...
She paid for it and said, throw it back up for sale.
Said,
donate
you know what?
The money.
I want to pay it forward. I don't even want the money. Throw it back up for sale because it's a ton of fun to see what happens.
She wants to see how long we can keep the donations going.
That's what she's trying to do? Okay. All right. I'm going to let you know the claim to fame is $98. So crafty, Jen. I'm one day going to make a black velvet mystery bag with car keys for Christian. Oh, my goodness. He would flip out. All right. I'm going to go ahead and full screen George because the claim to fame is $98.
It's a sorted keychain.
We already got it. We already got it with we got it with Suzanne Parrish, I think. Wait, no, that was before the Go Go Go. It's Amy Swartley after the Go Go Go.
Woo!
It's Amy Swartley. We can't accept it before the Go Go Go. It has to be after Flippin' Adventures Go Go Go, and it is Amy Swartley. It's Amy Swartley. Amy, do you want to be surprised? It's Amy Swartley, and we got Amy after the go. She was the first one after the Go Go Go. The other ones before the Go Go Go, I was inappropriately said, oh, we got one. And it has to be after, so it's fair for everybody. And so I'll go ahead and show Amy. She says, show it. So you've got, let me full screen, George. You've got 3 flasks of assorted crazy keychains. Mm-hmm. All kinds of crazy keychains. Some of them
have actual keys on them as well.
Some have bonus keys.
Yes.
So lots of cool stuff in there. And lots of fun as well. All right. Just a reminder to everybody that's won tonight, whatthehales@yahoo.com should be pointing at it right now.
The next lot is a lot you made.
I made this lot?
Yeah.
Apparently, I made this lot. Oh, I did make this lot a while ago. So don't be too impressed because it is not impressive, okay?
Jessica thought it was impressive. She's like, ooh, because she saw the label.
She did?
Yeah, and looked in it.
All right, well, Jessica was impressed. But this lot is going to be a claim to fame of $75. That is with free shipping. That is with free shipping.
In the US.
If you're in the U.S., it's free shipping. $75. It's not all that impressive, but apparently Jessica was impressed. So I got that going for me. Flippin' Adventures just said go, go, go. $75 is the claim to fame amount. Whoa, Audrey Connor just came in. Audrey. Didn't even see anything. Audrey, do you want to be surprised? Do you want to be surprised? Audrey doesn't even know what's going on tonight. Wade Ventures is in the house tonight. We're doing great.
Hey, Wade.
Audrey, do you want to be surprised? Audrey says, nope, no surprise. Wait, I don't know if that means no surprise. Show or don't show, Audrey? I think she says no, don't show. So let's do this. I think what I'm going to do is Audrey, you're receiving everything in this tote.
But the tote's not included.
Tote's not included, but you're getting everything for that 75 right there, okay? All right. Oh, Audrey says show. I screwed up. Audrey says show.
Well, you did show.
All right, so Audrey, here's what your 75 got. A huge tote of all
party
season
supplies
and all different holidays party supplies. It's a huge tote. $75. It's probably going to cost us $85 just to ship it to you. So you're going to have a ton of fun with it, Audrey. All right, next lot is...
You made this one.
Apparently I made this one as well. So, again, don't be too impressed because it's not all that impressive.
You made this one. You're like, you want to do one of these? And I said, sure.
Oh, I did. That's right. BC Eagle Deb just sent $5. Here's my first contribution to Christmas in the Creek 2024. Rest assured it won't be my last. Thank you so much, BC Eagle Deb. All right, $80. $80 is the claim to fame here tonight. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 first one that says 80, you will get the whole thing. You get to decide, do you want to be surprised or do you want to see what's inside? Flippin' Adventures just said go, go, go. Sue Olson is already in at 80.
Sue.
Just like that. Sue Olson is in. All right, Sue. Do you want to be surprised? Sue was all over that. Holy cow, everybody's all over it. I guess everybody knows that turtles are out and dolphins are in. And yes, it is a full lot of dolphins. It is. It is.
It's all from the same unit.
All right, let's see. Sue Olson says, "Let's see it."
Okay.
All right.
There's a lot of
There's a
fragile
lot,
stuff.
and George isn't that fast, and then she complains that her back's hurt, so I'm gonna keep pushing her.
There's a ton of different dolphin-themed items.
And there's a lot of glass.
A lot of fragile stuff
that you don't want me touching. You definitely don't want me touching. Apparently, the expert loves dolphins as well. And
Who doesn't love dolphins?
I thought he loved corn strippers. That's what I was thinking.
I thought he liked shucking corn too.
I thought he was all about shucking that corn. That's what I thought.
Shuck, shuck, shuck.
All I know is I'm going to be shucking my corn tonight.
Shuck your corn. Here's a huge magnet. Here's a music box with the lighthouse with the dolphins.
Tonight would be a great night to get my corn shucked.
Here's some more glass of dolphins.
There's all kinds of dolphins in here.
Lots of glass. So I'm going to be packaging this extra fragile. This is an extra.
And that was an $80 lot, right? Yeah, it's going to cost more to ship this than you paid for it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very, very... Jessica's TMI. Jessica, I like corn. I love corn.
Tell them how you ate like 20 ears of corn in one sitting.
So, in the fall, when the sweet corn comes out, especially when I was in Amish country in Ohio, I would get the sweet corn, and that was all I would eat for a meal. And my record is 24 or 24 ears of corn, completely shucked and stripped, and not all Iowa stripped corn, okay? Because I'm going to be very clear on that.
Yeah, let's be clear about that now. This is Amish country.
Definitely not Iowa stripped corn. It was Amish country, and it was Amish corn.
It was pure.
The pure stuff is so good. But my record is 24, and the reason why I stopped is because I typically have always had facial hair, or at a minimum a goatee. There was a phase before George where I was clean shaven because the girl I was with beforehand liked clean shaven, and George
apparently,
was like, "Hey,
apparently
get some
you put
facial
shot
hair."
glasses in this lot too.
Oh, I guess.
So you'll get 6 shot glasses.
I guess I put shot glasses in there for your corn, for your dolphins.
Oh, look what else you put in here. Some shower curtain rings.
I have a feeling
so you'll
George.
get that as well.
I have a feeling George put that all in there, and
this was at the bottom.
I'm pretty sure George put that all in there.
So
she mixed the lots together, and she put it in a tote and went, "Oh, I'm gonna go grab this." But the reason why I stopped at 24 ears of corn is because this little soul patch, when you eat corn, you wrap your lips around it, and the hair rubbed my chin raw. This was all burning red, and the salt and butter, the salt was getting in the burning red area on my chin, and I had to tap out at 24. I could have kept going. I'm just saying. They're going, there's a lot of Amish in Iowa. Yeah, but I lived in the largest Amish community in the world, and it wasn't Iowa.
On the planet or in the world?
All right, it was the planet. It was the planet, right back there. It was about right there. That's where it is.
All right, one more lot before the free lot.
All right, we got one more lot at $99. $99. Now, if you are a regular viewer, George always puts this at $99, and if you're watching regularly, you probably already know what it is before Deanna even says go, go, go. I want to be. Oh,
Did she say go, go, go?
Go ahead. She didn't say go, go, yo yet, but there are people already in at 99. I didn't see her say go, go, go. Now she said go, go, go. All right, Linda Evers. Linda, do you want to be surprised? Do you want to be surprised, Linda? Let's see what Linda says. I'm going to go ahead and full screen. And I'm going to guess Linda already knows what she was getting. And you're going to receive...
4 of them are brand new, still sealed.
You're going to receive a full box of DVDs, just like that. And Linda says show. So we kind of just did.
Okay. 4 of them are brand new.
So these 4 are brand new, sealed still. We have not tested the DVDs, but every DVD
sure
has
every
been
movie.
checked,
Yep.
knowing that it has the actual DVD in it. And you are going to, without pulling everything out, you are going to receive a full, complete and total box of DVDs. And so what you're going to do is you're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, and your claim to fame amount of $99. Tell George it's the DVD lot, and you're going to send that to whatthehales@yahoo.com. If you need a reminder, there it is on your screen right there. Okay, whatthehales@yahoo.com. All right. Wow. Time to give away free stuff already, huh?
Yep.
Free stuff. Who likes free stuff? Pretty much everybody. Unless it's what Lynette and Crook got. They got it for free, I would assume. You remember, they met on a site for...
According to her family. Her own family sharing this with us.
Yeah. We got all that info from family who will be testifying against them. So that's pretty interesting.
All right, so while Jeremy figures out which trivia question he will be asking tonight, tonight's giveaway are going to be these guys. And inside, it's all new. We found this in the storage unit this week.
storage unit. Yep.
It's a bunch of toiletries. It smells so good. There's shampoo, conditioner, there's lotions, there's bars of soap, there's vanity kits, there's a shower cap, all kinds of shaving cream, and then you get the little loofah. So the first two people to answer the trivia question will be the winner of the giveaway. Now, remember what I had mentioned earlier, make sure you refresh in between every lot, and then make sure you switch from top chat to live chat, because that'll make a huge difference with what we see on our
her
end.
second question is a trick question.
Yeah.
All right, you see the answer? We're going to go with the second one because it's a trick question.
Okay.
That's the answer.
Oh,
all right.
That is good. To me, that's a hard one, but some of you at home pay attention, and you're so good at guessing.
How'd my guitar get over here?
I took it over there.
Oh.
You handed it to me, and then I just set it down.
I did?
Yeah.
All right. The question tonight that I came up with, because I'm so clever with trick questions. We all know I didn't come up with this question.
Robert said he had 6 ears for supper. So you're not the only one that just eats corn on the cob.
I can already see all the arguing over this question of who won. I was first. That was the wrong answer. So we're gonna do it because who doesn't love a little bit of YouTube arguing over free stuff that we're giving away, right?
William Rome, it says.
Here's the question. I can't even read it anymore.
Okay.
What was the theme of the first watch shown in the Disney Collector Series Watch Train Set? What was the theme, or what movie was the first watch shown in the Disney Collector's set? The first watch shown, what was the theme movie, the movie name, from the Disney Collector's watch set?
This is a trick question, you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
What?
I already have someone in here that answered it correctly. Alright. So far I see 2 people that have answered correctly. I got my 2. Let me write it down before I forget. Wow. Keep your answers coming. I actually, like Jeremy said, this was a trick question. So if you watch the video, you'll know exactly what it is. So the first person to answer the trivia question correctly with the answer of bed knobs and broomsticks is T. Underwood. Congratulations. Make sure you email me at whatthehales@yahoo. Include your YouTube name, your real name, your mailing address. Let me know that you are the winner of tonight's trivia question. And the second person to answer the trivia question correctly with bed knobs and broomsticks is the niche lady who said, "Hurry up, I gotta pee."
I want to win me something.
Congratulations.
Good thing she won a birthday, or not a birthday, but a bathroom kind of set.
Niche lady, you know what to do. Email me at whatthehales@yahoo. Include your mailing address. I know you have a new mailing address because you recently moved. Let me know you were the winner of tonight's trivia. Hope you guys had fun hanging out with us tonight during our live. We didn't scare you away, and you'll come back next Sunday to hang out again.
Do you think they're upset about not getting to hear the Saga of Otter Creek song?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, for some people,
maybe.
they want us to release
or
it.
they may want to hear Florida Man Roams.
I need a full
Entourage.
full entourage for that. Well, we moved into a town. I don't remember the song. All together.
Hope you guys had a nice Easter with your family. Want to thank all of our moderators for helping us out with the chat. We appreciate you.
I can't remember how it goes. Honestly, I can't remember how. That's how tired I am. I literally cannot remember how the tune goes. Which means we go to "You Are My Sunshine."
Or do you love What the Hales?
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
Thank you to everyone that sent a super chat this evening and a super sticker. We appreciate it so much.
I am down.
Thank you to everyone that became a member this evening, everyone that upgraded their memberships, and everyone that gifted memberships.
How much we love you.
We'll get to the fan mail next Sunday.
My sunshine,
because we love opening up your mails and your letters and your cards.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
We try and release a pre-recorded video every day, Monday through Saturday, at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard.
You never know, viewers.
And then we go live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
How much we love you. Please don't take our sunshine away.
We love you guys. Signing off from anywhere on the planet. Say goodnight, Jeremy.
Good night, Jeremy.
Good night, y'all. Love ya.